Welcome to the faith moment tonight. I've remembered to put my collar on in this room, which I didn't last time, I forgot. And I'm just having a drink after tea. The Holy Spirit said to me last week, the title of this week's will be called The Glory Train. And I've spent the whole of the week really enjoying thinking about glory and thinking about old steam trains. The Glory Train. But let's start off with what John says about glory. And the Word became flesh and lived among us, and we have seen his glory. The glory as of a Father's only Son, full of grace and truth. So Jesus is God's glory. The Glory Train. It's interesting, isn't it? I've not really thought of that before. I didn't know there was a gospel song about the Glory Train. I want to ride that glory train. I want to ride that glory train. Yes, all I want to do when my life on earth is through is to get aboard and ride that glory train. Well, sorry, that doesn't do anything for me today because I'm not interested in the glory in heaven. I'm interested in the glory now. Faith Moments, as I keep saying, is all about Hebrews chapter 11 verse 1. Now faith. We don't have to go any further. Now. So what's the glory now? Jonathan kindly sent me a picture of a train that was coming down from Carlisle over the Ribblehead viaduct. Unfortunately, I can't figure out how to put the train sort of here so you can actually see it. But you can see the smoke coming out of the chimney because it's an old steam train. Steam trains, when I used to train spot, were all manky. They were getting near the beaching era and no one was repainting them, so they were all grey and dusty, but beautiful. The smoke coming out of the chimney, drifting across the whole of the Whernside Valley. Whernside in that picture was covered in snow. It was beautiful. From Exodus chapter 40. Then the cloud covered the tent of meeting, and the glory of the Lord filled the tabernacle. Moses was not able to enter the tent of meeting because the cloud settled upon it. Now, if you want to understand why you can't enter it because of the cloud, then for 99p you can go on to Kindle, you can type in the glory of God, and it will bring you up a book written by Kenneth Hagin. Okay, it's American, but it's good. You can read it in an hour and a half, and he explains his experience and his mother and grandmother's experience about why you can't enter when the glory's there. I can't explain it because it's never happened to me. Moses was not able to enter the tent of meeting because the cloud settled upon it, and the glory of the Lord filled the tabernacle. Whenever the cloud was taken up from the tabernacle, the Israelites would set out on each stage of their journey. But if the cloud was not taken up, then they did not set out until the day that it was taken up. For the cloud of the Lord was on the tabernacle by day, and fire was in the cloud by night, before the eyes of all the house of Israel at each stage of their journey. That's the Old Testament. You see the cloud, just like the cloud coming out of that huge steam engine, out of its boiler, was right on top of the tabernacle. Now I think I'm not quite sure, but I'm sure I said last week that I used to train spot at Leeds City Station. I'd get the train in and I could move to platform 6 without having to go outside the station, so I didn't have to buy another ticket. You got to the end of platform 6 and there you could see the Waverley and the Thames Clyde Express come into Leeds from London, or from Glasgow, or from Edinburgh, whichever way it was going. 2 engines would be fully steamed, ready to go, waiting on the other side of the platform. The train would come in, and because Leeds is a junction, then 2 new trains will go on to the end of the train and pull it out. So there's a change of engines. I could be right alongside those engines for half an hour, feeling the heat, smelling the smoke and the coal. Beautiful. But what I'm thinking here is that, you see, from the Old Testament to the New, it's like coming into a junction. You see that the Shekinah, the glory of the Lord, the cloud, was the Old Testament. But then for the New, we pull out on a different train. We're in the same carriages, but a different train. Because the Holy Spirit has come. A train is driven by the fire that heats up the boiler, that drives the pistons of the train. Now, you see, the Holy Spirit dwells within us, because Jesus redeemed us and left the Holy Spirit with us. In the New Testament, the glory of God is the Holy Spirit. My favourite piece of Isaiah, chapter 60. I mentioned it in my talk on Sunday at Parbold, but it's worth repeating again. Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord has risen upon you. Just think about it. You are you. I am you. We're each you here. Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord has risen upon you. Hey, I've got my fire jacket on today. The Holy Spirit is rising upon me. For darkness shall cover the earth, and thick darkness the peoples. But the Lord will arise upon you, and his glory will appear over you. The sun shall no longer be your light by day, nor the brightness shall the moon give light to you by night, but the Lord will be your everlasting light, and your God will be your glory. God will be my glory. God will be your glory. But I'm running out of time, and I've still more to say. So next week, if you're still there, still listening, I'll be titling, Are You Sure? As we come to the third